I doubled my reply rates in 30 days without hiring expensive ISAs. Here are 5 secrets to automated follow-up that most agents will never discover. So, 3 months ago, I was losing my mind. I'm talking about those 2 a.m. moments when you realize you forgot to text back that hot lead from yesterday. You know the feeling, right? That sick drop in your stomach when you see their message and know they probably already called someone else. I was working 70 hours a week, glued to my phone like it was life support. My wife stopped inviting me to dinner because she knew I'd be texting leads between bites. My kids thought, just a second, Daddy's working was my middle name. But here's what really broke me. I lost a $47,000 commission because I was in a listing appointment and couldn't respond to a buyer lead for 3 hours. 3 hours! By the time I called back, they'd already signed with another agent. That agent responded in 12 minutes while I was doing my job. That's when I realized something crazy. The problem wasn't that I was bad at real estate. The problem was that I was trying to be superhuman. Think about it. We're expected to respond instantly to every lead, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But we're also supposed to show houses, write contracts, attend closings, and somehow have a life. It's impossible. So I started digging into what the top agents were actually doing. Not what they said they were doing, but what they really did behind the scenes. And that's when I discovered something that changed everything. The agents making 7 figures weren't working harder than me. They weren't even working more hours. They had systems that worked when they couldn't. But here's the crazy part. These systems didn't sound robotic. They sounded more personal than most agents' rushed responses. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Secret number 1 is what I call the instant relevance response. Most agents think speed means sending a quick "thanks for your interest" text. Wrong. Speed means sending the right message instantly. Here's what I discovered. When a lead comes in from Zillow at 11 p.m. asking about a 3-bedroom house, they don't want a generic, "I'll call you tomorrow." They want to know if that house is still available and when they can see it. So instead of this, "Hi, thanks for your interest. I'll call you first thing in the morning," my system sends this. "Hi, Sarah. I see you're interested in the 3-bedroom on Maple Street. Great choice. That neighborhood is perfect for families. The house is still available and I have showings tomorrow at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Which works better for you?" Same response time. Completely different result. The lead feels heard, gets useful information, and has a clear next step. All automatically. But that's just the beginning. Secret number 2 is the context continuation method. Most CRM follow-ups ignore what the lead actually said. They send the same drip campaign to everyone. A cash buyer gets the same messages as a first-time buyer looking for FHA loans. My system reads the original inquiry and continues that exact conversation. If someone asks about schools, the follow-up mentions school ratings. If they ask about commute times, it talks about traffic patterns. If they mention being pre-approved for 400K, it doesn't show them 600K houses. This sounds obvious, but I've never seen a CRM that actually does it right. Here's a real example. A lead came in Sunday night asking if a house had a big backyard for their kids. My system automatically responded, "Hi, Mike. Yes, that backyard is huge. About a quarter acre with mature oak trees. Perfect for kids to play safely. The neighbors mentioned their kids love playing back there. Want to see it this week?" The lead replied in 4 minutes on a Sunday night because it felt like I personally read their message and cared about what mattered to them. Secret number 3 is what I call urgency without pressure. Nobody likes pushy sales messages, but everyone responds to helpful urgency. Instead of "this house won't last long, call me now." My system says things like, "I noticed 3 other families looked at this house yesterday. If you're serious about this area, we should probably schedule a showing this week before it gets multiple offers." Same urgency. Zero pressure. Pure helpfulness. Or instead of "interest rates are rising, buy now," it says, "With rates where they are today, this house payment would be about $247 monthly. Want me to connect you with my lender to lock in today's rate while we look?" The lead doesn't feel sold to. They feel guided by an expert who's looking out for them. But here's where it gets really interesting. Secret number 4 is the qualification through care approach. Most agents are afraid to ask qualifying questions because they think it sounds salesy. So they waste time showing houses to people who can't afford them or aren't really serious. My system qualifies leads by caring about their situation. Instead of "what's your budget?" it asks, "I want to make sure I'm showing you houses you'll actually love and can comfortably afford. What monthly payment feels right for your family?" Instead of "are you pre-approved?" it says, "To make your offer competitive in this market, most sellers want to see a pre-approval letter. Do you already have one? Or should I connect you with my lender who can usually get it done in 24 hours?" The lead doesn't feel interrogated. They feel like I'm helping them succeed. And here's the magic part. Qualified leads convert at 10 times the rate of unqualified ones. By qualifying through care instead of questions, my closing rate went from 12% to 34%. But the biggest secret is number 5. Secret number 5 is emotional state matching. This one's going to blow your mind. Most agents respond to every lead with the same energy level, excited and pushy. But leads are in different emotional states when they reach out. A lead looking at starter homes is excited and hopeful. A lead going through a divorce and selling their house is stressed and overwhelmed. A lead whose job got transferred is anxious about timing. My system matches their emotional state in the response. For the excited first-time buyer, I love helping families find their first home. This is such an exciting time. Let's find you something perfect. For the overwhelmed seller, I understand this is a big decision with a lot of moving pieces. My job is to make this as smooth as possible for you. Let's start with a simple conversation about your timeline and goals. For the transferred buyer, job relocations can be stressful with all the timing pressures. I've helped dozens of families in similar situations. Let's figure out a plan that works with your timeline. Same system, different emotional intelligence. The result? Leads feel understood before we even talk. Now here's what happened when I put all 5 secrets together. My reply rate went from 23% to 47% in the first month. That's more than double. But more importantly, my closing rate jumped from 12% to 34%. Same leads, same market, better system. I stopped losing sleep over missed messages. I stopped checking my phone during family dinner. I took my first real vacation in 4 years, and my income? It increased by 73% in 6 months. Not because I worked more hours, but because I stopped losing deals to response time. But here's what really surprised me. My clients started complimenting me on how responsive and personal I was. They had no idea it was automated. They thought I was just incredibly dedicated. One client said, "I've worked with 3 agents before, and you're the first one who actually listened to what I wanted and responded like you cared." Another said, "I don't know how you manage to be so available. I feel like I'm your only client." The system didn't make me seem less personal. It made me seem more professional. Because here's the truth most agents don't understand. Clients don't want to know you're always working. They want to feel like you're always available when they need you. There's a huge difference. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds complicated, like something that would take months to set up and require a computer science degree. That's exactly what I thought too. But remember, I'm just a real estate agent. I can barely figure out how to update my Facebook profile picture. The system I built uses tools you probably already have. Your CRM, your phone, and some simple connections that take about 30 minutes to set up. No coding, no monthly software fees, no virtual assistants to manage. Just 5 simple automations that work with whatever CRM you're already using. Follow Up Boss, Chime, KV Core, Top Producer, even basic systems like MailChimp. Doesn't matter. The principles work with all of them. But here's what's really important to understand. This isn't about replacing your personal touch. It's about amplifying it. The system handles the first response, the qualification, and the follow-up schedule. You handle the relationship building, the showings, and the closing. It's like having a perfect assistant who never sleeps, never forgets, and never sounds grumpy because they're tired. But the assistant is actually you, just the best version of you, available 24/7. Think about it this way. Right now, you're probably losing 2 to 3 deals per month to slow response times. That's $20,000 to $45,000 in lost commissions annually. This system prevents those losses while giving you your life back. But here's the thing that really matters. This isn't just about making more money, though that's nice. It's about becoming the agent you always wanted to be. The one who never drops the ball, the one clients rave about, the one other agents wonder about. How does she always respond so fast? How does he always seem to know exactly what to say? How do they manage so many clients without seeming overwhelmed? The answer is systems. Professional systems that work when you can't. And once you have them in place, everything changes. You stop feeling guilty about taking weekends off. You stop panicking when your phone battery dies. You stop losing deals to agents who just happen to be available when you weren't. You become the agent who's always on, even when you're off. But here's what I need you to understand. This window won't stay open forever. Right now, most agents are still trying to do everything manually. They're still glued to their phones, still losing deals to response time, still burning out from the pressure. That gives you an advantage, but only if you act now. Because once this becomes common knowledge, once every agent has a system like this, the advantage disappears. You'll be back to competing on response time, except now the standard will be instant. Perfect responses 24/7. The agents who build these systems first will dominate their markets. The ones who wait will spend years trying to catch up. I've seen this happen before. Remember when websites were optional for agents? Remember when social media was just for kids? Remember when online lead generation was too complicated? The agents who adopted early dominated. The ones who waited struggled. This is the same opportunity, but bigger. Because this isn't about marketing or lead generation. This is about conversion, about turning the leads you already have into closed deals. And conversion is where the real money is made. You can generate 1,000 leads, but if you can't convert them, you'll go broke buying more leads. You can be the best negotiator in town, but if leads choose other agents before you even get to negotiate, your skills don't matter. You can know every neighborhood and every market trend, but if you can't respond fast enough to prove it, knowledge is worthless. Speed of response is the new competitive advantage in real estate, and systems are the only way to achieve it consistently. But speed without relevance is just noise. Speed without personalization is just spam. Speed without emotional intelligence is just robotic. The 5 secrets I shared today give you speed with soul, response time with relationship building, automation with authenticity. That's why my clients think I'm more personal than agents who do everything manually. Because the system gives me time to be thoughtful instead of rushed. When I finally do call or meet with a lead, I'm not stressed about all the other messages I need to send. I'm focused on them, present, professional. The system doesn't make me less human. It makes me more effective at being human when it matters most. And that's the real secret behind doubling reply rates. It's not about sending more messages, it's about sending better messages faster. It's not about working more hours, it's about making every hour more productive. It's not about being available 24/7, it's about seeming available 24/7 while actually having a life. The agents who understand this will thrive in the next decade. The ones who don't will burn out trying to keep up. So here's my question for you. 6 months from now, do you want to be the agent who's still manually texting leads at midnight? Still losing deals to response time? Still feeling guilty about family time? Or do you want to be the agent other agents ask about? The one with the mysterious ability to always respond perfectly, always seem available, always close more deals? The one who takes real vacations without phone anxiety? The one whose family actually gets their attention? The one who sleeps well, knowing no opportunity is slipping through the cracks? Because here's the truth, you can't do this manually anymore. The market has changed, client expectations have changed, the speed of business has changed, but you can adapt. You can build systems that work when you can't. You can become the agent who never misses an opportunity. The choice is yours, but the window is closing. Every day you wait is another day of lost commissions, missed opportunities, and unnecessary stress. Every lead that chooses a competitor because they responded faster is money that should have been yours. Every family dinner interrupted by urgent follow-ups is time you can't get back. Every sleepless night worrying about dropped leads is energy you could have spent growing your business. The solution exists. The system works. The only question is whether you'll use it. Because 6 months from now, when your reply rates have doubled, when your closing percentage has jumped, when your stress has disappeared and your income has increased, you'll wish you had started today. Don't let that be your story. Don't be the agent who says, I should have done this sooner. Be the agent who says, I'm glad I acted when I had the chance. Your future self will thank you. Your family will thank you. Your bank account will definitely thank you. But most importantly, your clients will thank you because they'll finally have an agent who never drops the ball, never seems too busy, and always makes them feel like a priority. That's the real reward. Not just making more money, but becoming the professional you always wanted to be. The agent who delivers on every promise. The one clients recommend to their friends. The one who builds a reputation for excellence that lasts decades. It all starts with systems. It all starts with these 5 secrets. It all starts with your decision to stop doing everything the hard way. The opportunity is here. The solution is proven. The only question is what you'll do next.